to my parents, confess what I have done, and I'll ask them to pardon their unusual son. And if they caress me as oft times before, should I never...
Alright, hey, what's up everybody? This is the Gasly Samus from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube, aka Game Logic on Twitch. Back with another episode of An Accounting of Third Measures. This is my mini-series of live streams and Let's Plays, featuring whenever I'm playing games in the third-person action-adventure genre, although we're getting started kind of in 2D platforming here tonight. Probably, not going to play this all night. We'll probably play about 30 minutes or so. And then I switch over to some Super Mario Odyssey. Hey, what's up, Loki Loco? How are you? I'm dying right off the bat. Yo, why did you choose this to retro? Is retro a verb? The reason I chose this is because my main plan was to play, is to play some Super Mario Odyssey. I started playing last night. But I have never tried out the NES or Super NES console. And while going through some boxes yesterday, I found my 8-bit dough classic NES controller, which I bought not too long after I bought my Switch but I packed it up in a box last year when I thought I was going to move, and we wound up not moving. But I found the controller in the box. I've been meaning to take it out and play with it for a very long time. Of course, when I first bought the controller, the Super NES, the Super NES and NES console games were not available. They became available on the Switch's online service for free. So my classic problem with platformers is that I cannot stick with them for any length of time, because I'm not, like, super good at them. And they make me tired and very frustrated. They're just not, like, to me, they're not, like, the regular bread and potatoes kind of stuff that I normally play. So, I'll usually approach them like this. I'll grab them and play for, like, 30 minutes or so, and then switch over to something else. So, since I'm playing Super Mario Odyssey and I can't... It's hard for me to play that game for like 2 hours at a time or longer. I figured I'd mix in some of these other platformers that I hadn't tried, and it would give me a chance to try out the controller. Anyway, how are you doing, man? I hate 3D platformers as a passion. I don't hate them. I just don't... Like, they're not meaty enough for me to stick with for, like, 2, 3, 4 hours at a time. I hated that in The Force Unleashed, and when I had seen that The Fallen Order was a platformer, I was like, nah. Yeah, I didn't play The Force Unleashed. And I haven't played Fallen Order, so I'm not sure. I know, like, in Destiny 2, I was a big Destiny fan, and then there just seemed to be a ton of platforming in Destiny 2, and I was like, why? And I guess my big problem, not big problem, I mean, the platforming in Destiny 2, I think is okay. What frustrates me a little is it comes, like, in big droves, so it's not like it's a little here and a little there. It's just, like, a whole level of, you know, computer, stop the timer. It's a whole level of, like, a lot of platforming. It looks like you don't have that. That's weird. Oh, wait. Why does he not have the... Oh, there it goes. Oh, there's a shortcut. Oh, yeah. 2D platforming is old, and I don't go back. I want to play new games. And I feel the same way. I'm just playing around with this because I feel... I mean, I did not play these games when I was a kid because of exactly what we're talking about. Like, this was just never my kind of game. You know, I was definitely a kid who... I mean, the whole reason I got a home console system very early in my life was because I hated... To a certain extent, like, hated going to the arcade. And, of course, you know, back then, the arcade was, like, a lot of chest thumping and... You know... It wasn't about finding an interesting game and enjoying it. It was about, like, proving you were better than everybody else. And I was just kind of over that. Okay. Hold an extra item in the box at the top of the screen. To use it, press the select button. Stink. That all being said, like, the level design in Super Mario Odyssey, which is the more modern Mario, obviously, is really impressive. I know. So, there are aspects of it I dislike, but I don't completely consider the entire genre worthless. I mean, it's a very... What? Very critical elements of game design come from platformers, so... It's not horrific for me to spend, you know, a night here or there playing around with them. I didn't during the 90s when the 2D platformer was new. I refer to now. We see these games that are 2D platformers in games now. What do you mean by SB 3D? It's probably an abbreviation format that I should know as a gamer, but I don't. No, but I agree with you. Like, I'm just not, like the new Crash Bandicoot 4 is just not something that I'm going to normally go after. And again, I mean, Super Mario Odyssey isn't, you know, in my wheelhouse. But, I mean, it's an impressive game from a design perspective, so... You know, I have wanted to spend some time playing it, and I have. No. And obviously it comes from here as a lineage, so. But I get you. There's a part of me that, like, would normally not spend any time with a game like this. But I'm also, as we should be, okay. Games now should be 3D. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just like other kind of entertainment genres, there's a certain, I don't know, there's a certain sect of people who are interested in, and a demand for games that harken back to, you know, things from people's childhood. So I get it. You know, just like, you know, there are people who watch old movies. My big problem with a game like this is just, like, I have no semblance of, like, the progression model, or sense that I'll, you know, finish the game, or when I've made significant progress. You know, back in this time, games were composed of, stink. Games were composed of, you know, hundreds of levels, so. Like, and I struggle now to make it past a game that's, like, 24 hours, right? good comparison. It's one thing to watch an old movie, but how many new movies are coming out with the CGI of the old movies, right? No, yeah, I completely get you. I mean, one of the differences oh, am I on a timer? One of the differences, though, is you know, with people is compute, right? Is power, and the group of people who, you know, aren't into Stinkifus. You know, the people who aren't running a GTX, you know, RTX, you know, an RTX 2070 or whatever in their box and don't want to, or even for on consoles, right? You know, until recently I ran. What the heck is that thing? Will make it? You know, until recently I ran a PlayStation 4 Pro and an Xbox One Scorpio. You know, but there are plenty of people who, you know, don't want to do anything more than, you know, their $299 Switch. And so a game like Shovel Knight or something like that, you know, is appealing to them because it doesn't, you know, they're not fiends for all of the latest and greatest, you know, like we are. Playing Super Mario and doesn't know he's on a timer. You had a timer since #1, bro. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. No, like I said, I did not grow up playing these games. No, my brother had Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I always played Sega. Oh, there's your timer. Look at that, now I'm an expert. So the time's counting down, but, I mean, there's nothing else for me to get in the room, right? So how have you been, Loki? What have you been up to, man? Last time I talked to you, you were still playing, Alan Wake. I think I had moved on and we're dipping your toes into something else. I think you had decided overall you weren't able to, Cool. I think you had also decided Alan Wake wasn't quite your cup of tea. So you should have been able to run and get the maximum amount of coins. Okay, gotcha. I guess the excitement here is, back at this time was getting to choose what levels you wanted to go to. I was done with Wake. I'm Dishonored and doing a SWTOR again. I dislike the story of Alan Wake. Do you do YouTube too? Yes, I do have a YouTube channel called Rounding Off Infinity. So generally when I live stream, and I've been going back and forth, particularly recently with just kind of the amount of time that I have available and want to spend. But generally when I live stream, what the heck? I always record in the background and then post that evening session to the YouTube channel. And then I also, when I play offline, which I'm starting to do a little more of these days, I post those Let's Play sessions to YouTube as well. Ah, stink. Yoshi! Do you make decent money on YouTube? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. So on this level, you should have seen you could grab the red shell, jump on, and release it on that line of red troopers. Right. No, I don't monetize any of the content that I make, so. So I probably would make decent money on YouTube, because for whatever reason, like whenever I've done like a tutorial video, which I haven't done any in 2020, no. But I did, a lot of in 2019 and earlier, and I used to do a lot of hardware reviews. For whatever reason, whenever I record those, people continue watching them for like years after I make them. So yes, if I did monetize, I would probably be doing all right for myself. Stink. Unfun fact, when you do the action of Yoshi sticking out his tongue, it's an image of Mario punching Yoshi in the back of the head. Animal abuse. Yoshi. So I guess one of my problems is do monetize, money is needed at some point. You want to retire. I think back in the day, B was the run button. Gotcha. No, I don't monetize because to do that and do it effectively, such that you would actually care about the return, hold B. Ooh, well. Yeah, it's like the Y button or something now. You would have to spend a lot more time doing what I do, and I just don't have that time. So, YouTube and Twitch in comparison to what I do for a real job, for a 9 to 5, I would have to make, yeah, there's no way to replace what I make during the daytime with live streaming and YouTube videos. Not in the short term, anyway. That's not what I meant to do. How do you play this level again? Use the run around the first red shell without hitting it. You don't have to replace what you do in the day, just add to it. If you don't need the money, donate it. Right. No, there's just, yeah, no. I appreciate it, no. I hear what you're saying. I just, doing this is fun for me right now, not work, and I just kind of try to keep it that way. Plus, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've never gotten to a point where I could gain decent empirical evidence, but I mean, I don't want to see ads, So, I don't know. I hope that when people do, watch my stuff and learn from it at all, that it's because it doesn't have ads all over it. Then I just don't know. I have often thought about experimenting with it, like just turning on advertising on YouTube for like a short period of time and collecting some data. But every time I think about doing that, I'm just like, but the risk of, you know, turning off the people I do, who do come to the channel and do subscribe. I've just decided it's not worth that risk. And I always, you know, question their you know, I don't know. It always makes me question the credibility of people who monetize, because it leads to so many undesirable behaviors that I see from other people who create. I don't even like using the term create content, but, you know. You know, like, I am not one for hot takes, in air quotes, you know, because I find the people who do that, are, you know, don't know what they're talking about most of the time. And I've just never wanted to maneuver myself to a point where I'm, you know, painted with that kind of stripe. No! Yeah. What button is for Yoshi's? I think it's Y. Any affiliation links? I mean, I have other YouTubers who, you know, I have their channel links on my page, but not like any companies. I mean, I've dealt with a handful of companies here and there, you know, in an effort to try and gain sponsorships and whatnot. And again, I mean, my experience, and maybe I'm biased, or what's the term I want to use, or a sore loser, you know, for you know, but, you know, for instance, you know, I've reviewed literally and have used or own like every external USB video capture card in production, right? I mean, from any significant manufacturer, right? I've reviewed every AverMedia card, all of the, you know, both of the Elgato cards, cards from Hoppage, and razors to external USB capture cards. You know, I've tried to, you know, I've applied for a sponsorship from one or two of those companies. You know, I won't necessarily say who, but, you know, and reference that, you know, my strength would be my actual knowledge of streaming video and how that technology works, and, you know, and I didn't get picked up for a sponsorship. Now, I'm sure that's because I don't, you know, I'm not a clown or a comedian or do things, you know, I mean, quite frankly, to attract anything other than people who just love video games. You know, but again, you know, they're much more interested in getting somebody who has used one video card, or will say that, you know, or will use their one video card and will say that it's the best thing, you know, that they've ever used. And I'm like, that person's used like one capture card, right? How could they possibly know, like, what the best capture card is? Stink. So, you know, I don't know. You know, and I guess I ascribe to the philosophy, and I don't, you know, he's not necessarily, I'm certainly understand that lots of people don't like him, but, you know, I listen to podcasts from Twit TV a lot, and Leo Laporte, and, you know, one of Leo's things are that, you know, he, I mean, it took him a long time before he made enough money to do so, but he, you know, anything that he reviews, he buys, you know, and nothing, you know, or at least he claims, you know, nothing is sent to him, you know, for free. And, you know, the same thing, you know, that, you know, anybody who does otherwise, you know, you always have to kind of take whatever they say with a grain of salt. And I mean, and a good for instance is I wrote for a website. Yeah, I've written for several websites, but one of them, we were sent. I think it was I was an editor, and one of my writers was sent I think a mouse by Logitech or Razer or Asus or somebody, I don't know, but it was one of the major vendors, gaming accessory manufacturers, and it was a low-end mouse. It was like a $20 to $30 mouse, and my writer commented, flipping A, commented how he wasn't particularly crazy about the mouse, and he compared it to like a mouse in like the $50 to $70 range. And the PR person came back like questioning the review, and so the editor-in-chief sent me the email and said, "Hey, can you answer this for your guy?" And I was like, "Well," and I responded to the person. I was like, "I read his review. I listened to it, and I think one of the questions from the PR person was like, well, do your writers normally compare products that are in like different price classes?" Like the comparison should have been to like another $20 or $30 mouse. And I said, well, whenever we review things on the low end, we always consider the question, is it worth the money saved, right? Is the product so good that it's comparable to something in the next higher price class? I mean, because, our advice might be, hey, this is a decent mouse for $20 or $30, but, but it's not that good that, you shouldn't just save an extra $10 or $20 and buy an actually good one, right? So, I mean, being a good product, being a mediocre product in a lower price category when, there's a really great product in the next up price category. I mean, that's a valid, comment to make. So, I just push back on the guy a little bit. Like, we're not going to change our outlook on the review because, so, but that's the type of thing, and again, that's the type of thing that goes on all the time, when you are, sent products or provided products for review instead of, those things being your own. And sure, I would love to, have Razer send me a laptop, or, I reviewed dozens of laptops, that I spent my own money on. But, I know every review and comment that I made about any product, and any recommendation that I ever made to like a parent whose kid was going back to school or something was always from my own use, not from in my own perspective, not influenced or biased by the fact that I had been given something. Yeah, the people who get sent stuff for free, more power to them, Just have enough reasons to question people's reviews as it is. That the additional consideration of, how they got the thing or who they're in contact with as they're writing the review has always been bothersome. Alright, so I'm going to try this level one more time. I need to take a quick break, and I'm going to go grab my coffee, which has been stewing in the coffee pot. And then when I get back, I'm probably going to go ahead and switch over to Super Mario Odyssey. Let's see what you said. Just like Dishonored and Swoter. Okay, very cool. So, I mean, what are your thoughts, Loki, about? So, are you a fan of the Dishonored series, or is this your first time getting into it? Because Arcade Studios is one of my, I wouldn't necessarily say my favorite studios, but they're they're definitely a studio that I recognize probably more than other people, and I always love playing their games. Dishonored 2, and Prey. Oh, yeah, I haven't been using the tongue attack nearly enough. I don't know why I always do that. I always think that I'm going to time that jump properly. First time playing seems like a decent game. I haven't played for days, so I can't remember much. Things for me are difficult, sneaking and stuff. So you say you have to sneak to get your game time in? Oh, no. You're talking about the game. All right. Things for me are difficult. No, I agree. I am also not a fan of the first-person sneaker or the third-person sneaker. I probably the punishing kind of sneakers anyway. I mean, there are sneakers these days, kind of like Assassin's Creed, which, you know, reward you a bit for sneaking, but also give you the ability to kind of smash and crash through it without that being a total failure. You know, but a game like the original Deus Ex, which, stink. Which, you know, their claim was that the game was supportive of you going after objectives in different ways, but the reality was it was really a stealth game. It was very rare that you could actually smash your way through things without just attracting so much. Also, sometimes, and this goes to a lot of games, some things are not explained, i.e. the chaos stat, no clue how it works or what it does. Yeah, I will say that too. I like Arcane Studios, man, but there is often some very esoteric design element in their titles that is really difficult for a person to figure out. Oh, what is he doing now? I hope that thing doesn't blow up in his mouth. Ah! I got too occupied watching the fireballs. Is she coming back? There we go. No! Don't do that! I started to quit Hitman, okay. Sucked at that run after Yoshi, you're just waiting, right. No, I have been playing Hitman recently also on Stadia. That's another game that, like, and I do like Hitman. I used to not be able to stand it, but I have come around to, like, I really like it. But I have to be, like, in a very specific state of mind that night when, like, I have to kind of clear all the clutter out of my head and out of the way and, like, just set aside a night to do, 2 or 3 hours of just Hitman and be patient enough to get through it. A lot of times what I'll typically do is just run around and get myself killed in rapid succession 5 times, just kind of probing the map, rather than kind of slowly progressing through it and dealing with all the anxiety of, trying to not make a mistake. So it's a damn puzzle game with killing. There's a streamer that said she likes puzzles, so I told her to try Hitman. Right, alright. Alright, man, I tell you what, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go run and grab some coffee, and I'm going to come right back. If you can't hang on, I certainly appreciate you swinging through. I understand, you know, when I take a break, that sometimes you got to go about your business and do your thing, so I completely understand that. Hopefully I'll see you later on this week. If you're still here when I get back, great. We'll talk some more games, as always. And with that, I am off. I'll try and be back in like a couple minutes. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So I think I'm going to actually have to hook up the Pro controller. To get out of this game. It's very weird to me that some of the NES games are implemented with controls that are required for you to get out of the game that just aren't present on a classic controller. So there's doesn't appear to be any way to get out of the game once you're in it.
Super Mario Odyssey!
From what I remember, at the beginning of the game, Bowser shows up and grabs Princess Peach and is planning on forcing her to marry him. And so it's the standard Mario shtick about trying to rescue her. Oh, I didn't realize that. Did not know he could climb the trees. Grabbing one of these helps result in a substantial speed boost. Guess I should pay attention to that stuff. What? Are you keeping up with Elite Dangerous Odyssey? That browser's so grabby. What's the Powers gameplay? Yeah, so I'm aware of Elite Dangerous Odyssey and the changes coming with that. The problem I have is my copy of Elite Dangerous has just descended into Steam Frontier licensing hell. And like I have not been able to get it sorted out. I heard from Frontier support at one point, and they asked for my Steam licensing information, and I sent that to them, but I haven't heard from them. And then the last time that I tried to contact support, my email just got, like I got this flurry of emails, you know, indicating that they had, whoa! Where's my cap? Where's my cap? So I very much want to play Elite Dangerous, but, I'm still trying to sort out how to... use the license that I have, and it's not. I mean, there are multiple warnings on both the Steam page and the. I'm not getting this. And the Frontier page that says, you know, if you buy a new license, that doesn't like fix anything. So I haven't spent enough time trying to understand the whole thing, but music got so loud for me, some guitar song. Yeah, I'm not sure. Are you talking about the in-game audio, Loki? What am I missing in here? Could be the in-game audio. So is it too loud now? All right, well, let me know how that's doing for you after you hear the sound from the volume change. Sometime after, I don't remember the exact time, it just boosted up sometime after the text. So is it better now? Yeah, there's apparently no way to get through that with the cap. I already changed this. It's going to have to be good enough. If it doesn't annoy you, then good enough. No, that's fine. You sucker. There we go. Wow, there's a moon. Five more to go. Yeah, but the powers in this game are, and again, I'm no Mario expert. Well, as you can see, you have this cap. And when you throw the cap at certain enemies, you gain their powers. And so your powers a lot of times will differ, will vary, because the enemies you take possession of, their powers are different. Okay, not sure that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay, I didn't realize that those enemies could still hurt you. Oh, ah! That's no good. So Mario's actually dead and the cap just mimicked him. Great story. I don't know that he's dead. But the cap is supposed to, I don't know, is his companion, and he can use it as a regular kind of power. But then it'll beat a stretch. Danger. So I don't know, maybe right, that's what we wanted to do. So maybe this is a Mario thing. Okay, gotcha. Use this to fly there. Gotcha. Yeah, I know, I see it. Oh, okay. Get to the surface! Get to the... What the... What the... I didn't know it was a... I didn't realize it was a spam the B button. I thought it was a hold the B button. No, no! Ah, my gosh. I hate these little trips to purgatory as well. Steak. Now, I don't know. There's a certain point where you can possess this thing. Does not appear to be it. Great. Well, there's some coins. Oh, wait. There we go. L plus Y is dash and B is attack. I don't know what I need to attack, though. I don't know that there's anything down here. You are the apex predator, I'm pretty sure. Well, I think that's all I gotta do is, so really, I'm just gonna park this guy behind a tree. Just... Okay, the other thing I realized I need to do too is those little planters of soil. I need to actually get seeds to drop in those. I always just kind of bypass them. Ah, are you kidding me? Or at least there's a thing right here. Oh, there's my little shippy. Some Quan. And they go, if you grab those flowers, it will give you a boost, but... I've already been up that beanstalk. Kick rocks. Oh. So, Loki, it's interesting. I gotta get around this thing. Will he come down here? Looks like he won't. Oh! No! I want to put the seed in the thing. Stink. No, get it! Ugh. So, Loki, you said that you don't like 2D platformers, but you sure knew a lot about Super Mario Land. So is it that you used to play 2D platformers a lot, but now have just grown to where you don't really like them? Oh, there we go. Well, he just moved it to the side. I guess that doesn't really work. No! There's no way around him, apparently. So I'm not even sure that those things grow. Maybe it's only the planters that with the green. Great. Awesome. I said 2D platformers were okay back in the 90s when they were new. Now in the 2000s, 2D platforming is old and sucky. Or I said the like. Okay, gotcha. Booyah. Alright, so the C didn't do me any good. Stick and moat. Lots of coins. Okay, that right there doesn't do you any good. Invisible Quan. Oof. That's another slingshot. No idea how to get over there, though. They don't want to possess this thing so much as okay. I guess that's my only option. Not clear how to get over there though. Oh, there's okay. No, that's... Let me check this. There we go. Maybe this will give me a possible route. Whoa! Great. No! No, no! No. There we go. No! Fix the oxygen. Ah. No. No! No! Ah! Stink. Whew. Blue moon! Schwintok! Sounds like a motor was spurting. Yeah, yeah, that's my soundboards. All right, 4 more to go. Alright, so we already figured that out. This is the part of the board where I hate when you get down to like these last few moons. And you haven't stumbled across even remotely where they could be. The one thing, I guess if I go up there and I twist that slingshot around in the opposite direction, I think I can do that. No! Oh, Mario. There's gotta be a way. I just wanna. Ah, no! I want a slingshot in the completely opposite direction. Aha! Sorely needed. I was thinking that would be another heart. So I don't know that there's any way to spin that thing. Wait, come on, Mario. There we go. Nope. I wish I knew some way to like twist that thing around or turn it around rather. So there's no conjuring up a blue moon. Why do you love humming onions? It'll start a new pandemic. Randy started the coronavirus. I may have to go all the way back down here and, man, I guess we'll have to go all the way back to get one of them. Or maybe just down here. Man, I'm kind of stuck without being able to turn those slingshots around and get them to fire in the opposite direction. Nope, that doesn't work. All right. It doesn't appear to be happening. I guess I'll just take the slingshot. Oh, wait. Yeah, so it never lands opposite. Ah, come on. Now I can't see it. It was something I saw from the air. Stick and moat. So we know about that. Boy, tapping out. I'm just hitting a blank wall right now. I was hoping I could squeeze something additional out of this blue moon here if I sat down on it hard. Give the old ground pound. That doesn't appear to be the case. Well, that did not work out as I planned. Now I gotta get one of these seed things again. Come on. No! Oh. Well, there's a moon you didn't have. Huh. 3 more to go. Ah! Wow. These rocks are useless. Nope. Technically, yeah. At the end of the day, it won't matter. This is infuriating. I thought there was just a quick way to change this. Oh well, I've forgotten how to do it at this point. Like I said, I probably won't be much longer enough for it to matter. I'm kind of being ground down a bit by the trial and error approach to this. Well, maybe this is the thing. Okay. Finally breaks free. Gosh, nog it. Like I said, these are the points on the map where I really struggle to stick with a platformer. Only two more. No idea where they could possibly be. Seems like one of them would be across the way some way, but I cannot figure out for the life of me how to get upstairs. Oh, that's not sure. I know it's clear now. Now my problem is, how the heck do you get over there? I do not know. Well, I tell you what, I am gonna go ahead and wrap up for tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining in. Thanks so much, Loki Loco, for stopping by. I appreciate you. I'll be back on tomorrow night with a new podcast. Working title right now is Why the Internet Should Calm Down. So K-Med and I, a friend of mine from the Twitterverse, will be getting together to talk about the most controversial topics of the past week or 2 weeks, and things that have sent gamers into a rage, and talk to them about why what they're raging about isn't as big a deal. And also try and help out in some particular areas where we listen to podcasts during the week, and we hear a lot of them getting it wrong in terms of new platform capabilities and what certain things mean. So obviously there's a ton of stuff for us to go through right now. We'll see if we're going to continue with that theme as we progress on, because things will change and eventually some of these controversies will go away. So we'll just see how it goes. But again, K-Ben and I will be on 10:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night with Why the Internet Should Calm Down. I will next be live streaming on this Friday night. I'll be playing some more Super Mario Odyssey or something on the Switch. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be. We're going to see how much more Super Mario Odyssey time I get during the week. I'm also planning on playing some Trackmania this week, so we're going to see how that goes and see if that impacts whatever we decide to play Friday night. Odyssey, gotcha, it won. Drama is life, drama is life. But that's going to do it for me. So until next time, take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Play the games that you like and stream the games that you love. Thanks so much, Loki Loco, for coming through. Thanks so much, anybody else, for coming through. Thanks so much if you're watching the archive version of this live stream on the YouTube channel, Rounding Off Infinity. I appreciate you as well. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can just be notified whenever I post new content. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, play the games that you like and stream the games that you love. Once again, my name has been Agasically Samus from the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube, aka Game Logic on Twitch. You guys have a great week, and I will see you either late tomorrow night or later on towards the end of the week on Friday. Until next time, good night, good luck, and good gaming. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here. Loki, you take care of yourself. I'll see you back later on this week. Talk to you guys later.